I think Rain is going to take it. That was my gut instinct.
Oh, he's going to have to defend against GanZi. Now, I originally thought GanZi was going to take it.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Already.
Oh,
now, the game did start a little bit, so...
Yes. We're jumping into the game. Guys, this is live. Like, as live as can be.
Yeah.
And Rain scouts this proxy barracks from GanZi. Now, I predicted Rain too, but I think it's because Rain has such a sick practice partner.
Man.
Oh, man, that SCV did.
That is brutal. And look at this. He has to wait all over here for his bear. Oh, it was canceled.
Yeah, he canceled.
Okay. That's...
Right. So that was an interesting sequence. And Andre, I'm gonna talk a little bit about why I picked Rain, but then talk about how behind GanZi is because of this. Okay, so I picked Rain because I feel like he's got Alive to practice with, who is so sick at TVT, and he's beaten Alive, and so I feel like Rain has really good TVT, and he's still a lot of people don't give him credit for how much he's improved since his days in GSL 3.
Oh yeah, I mean you've definitely seen him do very well in MLGs. And let's be honest, MLGs, maybe not as good as GSLs, but they still have their competition. They still have the Code S Korean players that are in there. And I guess Code S foreign players in there. Naniwa, of course, smash and face. But yeah, I mean, Rain has shown immaculate skill.
All right. And so talk about a little bit. GanZi got his barracks scouted, and he's transitioning to a fast command center. That's how he's trying to follow it up. And we see Rain actually teching out to a starport.
Rain should be able to just crush his opponent at this point.
GanZi won't have much. Really.
Yeah, this barracks play, he probably will go an additional 2 barracks. There's 2 SCVs that are geared up to make barracks. The problem with this is his stim is behind, his combat shields is behind, his amount of marines are behind, so any sort of pressure is really good. And I like what Rain is doing. I think this Banshee play is probably the best way he can go, and off of this, he can do so many different things. It could be a 1-base all-in, it could be just expanding, macroing.
We want to keep everyone informed that, again, this is live, which means GanZi is playing from New York at MLG. In fact, I believe he beat Huck, was it? Yeah, he beat Huck earlier tonight in a series, so he could be really tired. There's a lot of things that come to play because, GanZi, actually Rain also lives with his father in New York, I believe, too. So if that's indeed where they are, they're not playing too far from each other, but keep in mind, GanZi may have exhaustion going into the series.
Wow, and somehow GanZi is able to get in here. Oh my god, he thinks it's 2 barracks. Don't tell me he thinks it's 2 barracks. Okay.
Oh, okay. That could have been pretty bad. Yeah. But he does scout the starport with the tech lab. He knows it's Banshee of some sort sign because, I mean, why wouldn't it be at this point? It's the most optimal thing to build. GanZi is getting an engineering bay, and Cloak is just starting. And how does the timing line up? He should be okay, if in terms of Cloak, at least, if he can get a turret up.
Correct. He should be all right. It will... I think the turret will still be making by the time the Banshee first gets in here. But the big problem is the fact that it could be a 1-base all-in. Actually, could it? Let me see if GanZi's camp... Yes, it could be a 1-base all-in follow-up after this. And in that case, GanZi is completely dead. Thankfully for GanZi.
The command center transition.
The command center transition.
Yeah. And GanZi pushes back that Banshee, stalling for time on his turret that he is not building, actually. So he doesn't think it's going to be Cloak, or if he does, he's not being very diligent in his defense against it. Yeah,
and the main reason why I said that, by the way, Frudan, is because all these units... Oh! Wow.
Wow.
Big blunder coming out from Rain. That was the error of errors.
As Andre reaches for his vocabulary sheet. No. But yeah, that was very...
I was moving my sheet out of the way, thank you.
That was a pretty big slip up there from Rain, as he's not... Oh no, another Banshee. Oh, okay, it should be able to clear. But, you know, the way... It's just a lot of investment. That first Banshee has the most energy.
Oh my god. And this is a combat shield timing. You can see combat shields is almost finished. What does Rain have?
He's got 3 Marines.
Is he really dead right here?
Well, he's going to harass, and GanZi's not going to be... he's not going to be scared at all. He's just going to waltz up here. Oh, no. Rain has almost nothing back at home.
Okay, he has a Banshee. That'll help a lot, especially considering he has Cloak.
But still, it's a combat shield upgrade. Makes them take 3 hits instead of 2 to kill. And Rain's going to lose a lot of SCVs here. The Cloak on the Banshee. Rain's not paying attention to it. Oh, man.
That's pretty harsh. You can see that GanZi is cleaning up a lot, but the SCVs and the Marines together will be able to clear up those Marines. Let's check out the income tab and see what's happened. GanZi is going to get ahead. I cannot believe what we're seeing, Frodan.
Yeah.
This is actually
From the proxy
insane.
barracks fail.
Yeah,
to,
that's mainly what I'm talking about. I mean,
yeah.
how can you come back like that? I don't understand how.
And he defended without a turret against the Cloak Banshees. And Rain had a huge window of opportunity, and now we see GanZi with the economic advantage. The one thing that was in favor of Rain was he had the starport out much quicker, but as you can see, the transitions, Stims are starting around the same time. GanZi actually slightly ahead, and as a result, Rain has to force to play defensive.
Not only that, Rain is super far behind in upgrades. Stim is so far behind, and considering that he doesn't have combat shields for another 110 seconds after that, there's a big time where GanZi can do whatever he feels like doing. That's just how it is. Unfortunate, but you know, Rain has somehow managed to, I feel, lose an unlosable situation. I shouldn't say unlosable, but a crazy big advantage from that beginning. I mean, there's so many different ways that Rain could have brought this. He could have just done a 1-1-1, and honestly, GanZi wouldn't be able to do a lot against that. I mean, it's really hard to stop a 1-1-1 considering you have gone for your expansion and you don't have your tech up. It's just near impossible.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking as if Rain is out of the game, but it's just the fact that he has a pretty big disadvantage right now. You could see 48 to 36 SCVs, and GanZi isn't hesitating on his SCV production for 1 second.
Oh,
Stim
no.
about to finish up, and GanZi is moving, or sorry, Rain is moving out here, but GanZi Stim is going to finish much quicker, and he knows this is coming. GanZi should be prepared for this.
And it
he
looks like
should be prepared for this, but he has 2 medevacs loaded up, and he's going to go for a counter drop.
All right, so here we go. It will be a pseudo base trade, but I don't think Rain will be anywhere near fast enough.
Oh, but GanZi doesn't have siege mode. It just started. In fact, I thought he finished it. Then when you're talking about upgrade advantage, and the drop does go into the main, how is Rain going to respond? Is he going to hasten his push up the natural?
Oh, God, no. He goes right into tank fodder. That is not going to be helpful. Thankfully for those medevacs, they help out quite a bit. In the meantime, that siege at the front door of GanZi is going pretty slow.
Oh, I like this from Rain. He's slowly trying to take his, putting his tank in position at his main, trying to see if he can push off. The drops at least have picked up for the moment. Rain now, he's going to focus all of his attention to this bunker, and that is pretty much the last line of defense. GanZi's siege mode will finish, but it's still 1 tank against 2. Rain, does he have an opportunity to still make this happen?
It will be a little bit interesting. There's the big stim. Combat shields is up, remember, for him.
Ooh, the tank's still too close to the ledge, and Rain stims also, but GanZi disengages. He does have a dropship ready for a flank as well. And, oh no, he can get out of position. Rain's gonna stim. Or he's gonna be on move commanding. Oh, man. That could have gone way smoother. Rain loses a lot of units, and the flank from behind. GanZi with a perfect decision to trap all of Rain's units, and Rain only has a handful of Marines left to tell the tale.
Awesome position for GanZi at this point. Now he's at the critical place where he can drop an elevator into the main, or he can go into the natural. You can see Rain is really scared of the natural, but here's that drop, and this is going to be so successful, even with the siege tank on the bottom. Oh my God, GanZi is in great position.
Rain, his 1 tank is out of position at his natural. He has another tank in the main. And we see another huge supply block for Rain. That's very big, in fact. After the units that pop out, you can't really make anything for a very long time. We see more reinforcements from GanZi, and Rain is looking very thin right now.
Yep, 1 siege tank's going to go down in the front. In the meantime, no, GanZi's not going to press on in the main. I like what he's doing. Just stay here. Don't worry about it. You always have this position. Your opponent always has to be very, very defensive. And out of this, no matter what, unless your opponent has more units than you, you will always get the better position, meaning more, more efficiency in your unit traits.
GanZi still gonna elevator up here. And he's got 3 Medivacs this time, so he can transfer a lot at a time. Rain still under heavy fire here. The Marines trying to split before they engage the tanks, but there may be too many here as 3 tanks from GanZi raining down the fire. GG. As GanZi takes game number 1 in this best-of-3 series.
Well played, GanZi. Completely outplayed his opponent.
Folding his arms like a boss.
Oh my God, Rain didn't look like he was a chance. He didn't have a chance, rather.
Yeah.
I'm just really surprised about that game. Such a gigantic advantage.
Yeah.
Canceling that barracks cancels your orbital command center. It means I have a relative advantage with my mule. I have more mules out just because my mule energy gets to get up a lot faster than yours.
Yeah.
Not only that, your tech advantage. The list just goes on and on.
Andre's so disappointed. You can see he's shaking his head. He's like,
I'm shaking from that game. I was like, okay, well, it's GG.
Yeah,
it's
Rain
over.
had well, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can't even count it out. GanZi, also, we have to give him some credit. He took whenever he saw an opening, he dove straight into it. He saw, Rain was out of position. He knew Rain was coming, and he counter-dropped his main and was able to take really good advantage, supply blocking him for minutes in the game. And that's how he was able to ultimately take win number 1. That game was brought to you by iBuyPower, the computer company that helps power NASL broadcasts each and every day of the week. Thank you so much. Visit them at iBuyPower.com. We'll be back after a quick commercial break. Game number 2 between Rain and GanZi. Who will take it? We'll find out in just a minute.